everybody. Hey. My name is John Borthouse. That rhymes with, it's easy to remember. It's tough having a joke, man. Kids can be so cool. You can still hear them screaming at me across the playground. Borthouse, 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 Borthouse. Hasn't gotten much better, and so I've decided I'm done with this Borthouse nonsense. I'm going to change my name right here, right now. From now on, ladies and gentlemen, a new name, Bordello. Thank you very much. Tell you a little bit about myself. I'm new to stand-up comedy, very, very new. This is only my second time performing. I already caught on to a couple of things about it. I learned how to say, "That's my time." And I learned that it's not performing or getting a gig, it's going up. Directly preceded, in my case, by throwing up. That's the story. To tell the truth, I'm not very nervous at all. I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't see this as an opportunity to be funny. I'm sure some of you already formed your own opinions about that. No, I see this as an opportunity to share the truth of my experience, really reveal something intimate and personal about myself. For instance, I will tell you that I have a very, very, very small, very short attention span. What do you think I was going to say? That's true. No, it's true. I have a bad memory. I tell people that I lost my memory along with my virginity, my sanity, and my hearing at a Grateful Dead concert in the Boston Garden in 1979. This is not entirely true. It was actually Emerson, Lake and Palmer in 1973. This makes me old, ladies and gentlemen, old, very, very old. In fact, I realize today I am literally the oldest I've ever been in my entire life. But like that is just not. My brother's even older than I am, if you can imagine such a thing, but he reminds me, he says, just remember, it's always, no, he says, that's going to blow. He says, remember, it only gets worse before it gets better. It never actually gets any better. He also said things are always darkest just before they turn completely black. This is the kind of guy he is. But let me be clear on one thing, ladies and gentlemen. I am not afraid of dying. I am not. And this is because of a religious experience I had at an early age. Well, religious. There were mushrooms involved. I'm lying on the beach in Cape Cod, and I have taken too many mushrooms, like you do. And I'm freaking out, like you do. And I'm lying on the sand trying to get gravity going, like you do. And I'm breathing and I'm meditating and I'm going, oh my God, my fingers are turning into sausages like I do. And I literally thought I was going to die. And at that moment, ladies and gentlemen, I was visited by two spirits. This is the God's honest truth. Two ghosts came to me, James Joyce and Jim Morrison, believe it or not. And they said to me, John, your understanding of life and death is exactly correct. When you leave this life, you enter eternity. And it's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's bliss. There's no disco. And what's more, you can go there right now. You can just get up and go out in the water and let yourself go. Won't that be wonderful? But there's just one problem. You have to remember that if you do this, the people you leave behind will always wonder why you did what you did. And they will never know for sure whether you were crazy or just a dumbass, or in my case, both. Because here's the thing they say. You can experience fully, or you can communicate fully, but you can't do both. I know, heavy, huh? Well, James Joyce, Jim Morrison, what to expect? But I decided I'm going to let it go. I'm too high to live, so I might as well die. And I get up and I start walking toward the water, and I'm astounded to discover, suddenly from out of nowhere, well, it seemed to me that way, there was a chain link fence. And I don't know where it came from or how it got there, but I'm sure it saved my life because I was committed to my cause. Discovering that I imagined that I would actually pass right through the fence, being incorporeal. When I discovered that was not the case, I did the only logical, sensible thing that any man would do. I took out my short attention span and I watered the fence. Now, if you happen to be wondering how someone such as myself with such limited experience became so polished and poised in stand-up comedy, like, where did this guy get his wisdom? Well, see me after the show. I'll turn you on to a little book I read and coincidentally wrote. The Comic Toolbox, How to Be Funny Even If You're Not.